How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggled with Amo, and today we're playing a little bit of a Final Girl, Berith, and Lam's Abbey. Larm's Abbey? Larm's Abbey? I don't know, I don't speak French, this is where I need Audrey. This is actually going to be my second playthrough. I did do this last week, and just weird things were happening in the house, let's just say. We'll say the camera was moving on its own, the microphone was doing crazy things, making weird sounds, and eventually no sound sometimes, so I will go ahead and give this a different shot. I did switch up the Final Girl this time. That way, hey, I play with two different Final Girls. Let's just say the first time did not go well. So we're going to hope this one does slightly better. With that said, let's go ahead and flip with the camera. And I'll give you a brief rundown of how this matchup works. So we are set up for Final Girl, Berith in the Abbey. Again, we're just going to go with the Abbey now because trying to pronounce that again, I'm just going to butcher it. I'm just going to butcher it if I keep that up. So the way this works is there are two main new actions that we're going to have. One is expelling the demon. That is what we're trying to do with Berith. We're trying to get the demon out of, I forget the girl's name, Olivia? Ursula, like Little Mermaid, Ursula. And the way we do that is by doing this expel demon action. This is going to cause us to add additional the black hearts on here, because in order to actually win the game, we need to be able to defeat her, so get rid of her hit points as usual, but then we need to flip these over and hope that one of them on the Divine Blessing track actually is a heart token. So again, the more times we can get tokens there, the higher chance we have of winning. Also, by doing the expelling, we will get some kind of bonus as seen there. With the Abbey basically has these markers. They are not good markers. What are they? They're the bad markers. They are the malice markers. So the malice markers basically have a black die on it. That means we need to swap out one of our normal die. We are using the teardrop die again because this game's hard. So we are playing with the teardrop rule die and the teardrop variant, which is that we get a teardrop anytime we get a teardrop, even without a failure. But with that said, you got to roll this die. This die has a lot less successes. I think it's only on a 6 now. 5 turns into a double, and then 2 turns into a nothing. It still stays a nothing, but 1 turns into a lose damage. Now there are items that we can get which will allow us to have this fancy smancy die, which basically gives us a success on 2, double success on 6, and a single successful on 5. So it basically gives us more successes, only the 1 failure, which comes in very handy when you look at the Expel Demon, because it wants you to get 3 successes. And normally you have 2 dice, so you're only going to get 2 successes. All right. The other thing is, depending on the event, I forgot to flip it over this time during setup, but the last time the event made me put this token in one of the rooms. This one basically here made it where I wasn't able to do something. There was something that the event card made me do. And if we're unlucky enough to get that again, well, then I guess that's what's going to happen. Well, I think I've covered everything. I mean, this is pretty much it. This one is one of the shorter ones because these are both one-sided compared to I did Mort on Monday, and that was like a whole book. Yeah, Divine Blessings, Possession, Winning the Game, the Blessed Dice, the Cursed Dice, Malice Tokens. Yeah. We do need to make sure that we do remove the Malice Tokens, because if we get all 14 of those Malice Tokens out, we do lose the game as well. So this time, like I said, I'm going with Rita. When I save a victim, I get to roll a die. When I roll a die, I can possibly gain one of these two. And then once I get to 6 victims rescued, then I can flip over to my ultimate. Again, I'm also playing with the ultimate die, and I'm also playing with the ultimate die variation rule, which is that I can switch out. I think I was doing it right last time. I can switch out during the upkeep phase. Upgrade dice anytime you save a victim. Okay, so I was doing that wrong. So I was doing it anytime during my upkeep phase, but it is after I've selected the ultimate die, I can exchange it. There's another ultimate desperation. I can remove my ultimate die from the game to use the desperation die a second time, which I did use that in my last playthrough. My last playthrough, I don't know how I did what I did, but go back and watch because I probably made some rules mistakes. With that said, I guess we will get started. The problem is I forgot my other sheet, so I do not have my... there we go. I need my order of operations, just make sure I'm following this right, because again, this is still... what is this? This will be my third playthrough. So we are going to go through the action phase. So I can't search, can't do any of that, but I can maybe get in here, get these people, get them out, and start getting some rescuing going on. I do not need my focus or my short rest right now, or my weak attack, technically. So let's see if we can do that. Let's try to walk and get those 2 people out, get us some people rescued right off the bat. Before I do that, though, I did forget, we do need to do our starting event. So starting event, Demonic Crocodile. I did have him last time too. He is not fun. Put him in the museum, which is, oh dear, that is a horrible starting spot for him. Place him in the museum. Cannot be targeted or killed by enemies, but you may attack and kill it. It has a move, attack, and health 1 of 1. At the end of the killer phase, resolve the following for the crocodile. It's going to target me or the victims, and it's going to move and kill them. Then you panic all victims in their space. If it is killed, then we discard this card and the token. Yeah, that's the worst card to get to start out with because it's on the clear opposite side of me. Still going with my plan. At least he's going to make them panic, but then he's just going to go after them again. So, let's do our walk, I think is what we're going to do first. So we're going to walk first. We're going to walk before we can run. And I did start with the walk die because that was part of my problem. I couldn't walk anywhere last time. So let's see if the walk die helps us out. So we did. We get 1 success and a walk. So that is good enough to move 1 space and a second space, and it only costs us 1 time. So we're going to move 1 space, get these 2, move another space, save these 2, and now we get to see what bonuses we get. So the first one is a 2, no bonus. Second one is a 5. On a 5, we get to pick 1 from Group A, 1 from Group T. So Group A, we're going to raise our time. Group B, we're going to reduce the horror track. All right. So that worked out great. I guess let's walk. Let's walk and try to get us to where we can... Oh, I was wondering, there's actually a spot for that token. I put it there last game too. There's actually a spot there for the token. So let's try to get some more people. So here I can go 1, 2, 3 to go here, which then would let me search the kitchen, which has Peter's sword. I'm thinking I want Peter's sword. So let's go ahead and try to walk again. Let's see if we can get us a double success this time. Get us a double success. That means we can move 3 spaces, which would be 1, 2, 3, get us right where we want to be. All right, we got absolutely none. We got 1 walk with our die. So I can discard 2 cards to get a second success, or to get a single success. Because here's the question. Let me read about that. Is this still considered a failure, or would I be saying I'm doing the or action, which would be 2? 2 time. Let's see here. You move an additional space. The result of the action card must grant... Okay, so the action card, I must succeed at the walk. All right, so we are going to discard 2. We're going to discard the short rest. And the let's keep the weak attack, just in case for the alligator. And we'll get rid of a focus. So that is 1 success. And the walk token. So we get to go 1, 2. Which kind of puts us maybe in an okay spot for the next round. Okay. And that cost us 1 time. So now I have 5 time. What do I want to buy? So I did say I wanted to search. So let's go ahead and get the search. Let's go ahead and, I don't know where she's going to go. She's going to attack somebody. Luckily, she doesn't move. Now, that's the only benefit. Berith doesn't move on her turn. She just attacks whoever's in her square. But should I have a benediction just to have it, and an expel demon just to have it? Because I'm going to come in here. I'm doing this. I'm not going after her just yet. Or do I want to get another... Oh, hang on. I need a walk. I used both my walks. So actually, I need sprint. So that's 2, 4. So I have 1 left. Benediction lets me remove a malice token from... if I get 3, which I won't get, move a malice token from your space and 1 adjacent space on a double success, but I'm going to be here. There's none near me. The terror cards could add more near me. No, let's just go ahead and get a close call. We'll just get a close call. All right, so we'll put that there. Put my cards there, and now we are done our purchasing. Back to 6. Killer phase, resolve. Killer action, nothing happens. And then we resolve a terror card. You don't belong here. If there are no victims on the board, discard this card. Well, there is. So, now she is targeting, or he is targeting victim. Going to move and attack. So, the closest one is down here. Because that's 1, 2 away. 1, 2. Actually, they're all 2 away, but there's 2 up there. I guess I should move what's going to be the most beneficial for me, although I'm still nowhere up there. I mean, no matter where I move over here or here. This one's easier to rescue, though. So maybe I do go up here. We will go here. Right? And then attack, nothing there. But if no victim was killed, you still increase the bloodlust. Yay! All right. Upkeep, no finale, and no items to rearrange. So now we are going to get in there. Now here's the problem. Here's my only problem. With the sprint, I could successfully get 3 moves, right? Which means I would go 1, 2, 3 and rescue her, right? Especially with my draw card. So my search may take me another turn. Where's the other search? The museum. Oh, hang on. I forgot the end of the term. I forgot the crocodile. So the crocodile is going to kill somebody, and then it is going to panic. And she can go this way or this way. So we need to panic. That is a 5. So she's going to panic up. Again, the Gator's going to get her on the next turn anyways. All right. So, back to what I was going to do. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I rescue, I rescue. It's just what happens, right? All right, so we're going to try to sprint to get in the kitchen. Because, yeah, the museum's way down here. Which, again, I guess if I go this way instead, that way maybe I can take out the Gator. Because if I get the sprint, that's 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. If I get a single success with my walking dice, that's still going to be 1, 2, 3. And then I did keep my weak attack. Maybe that's what we do. That way it doesn't kill that. Let's do that instead. Let's go after the Gator. So going after the Gator. We got 1 success, and I can discard 2 cards for a second success. Don't think I want to discard 2 cards. Yeah, I mean, I could discard I don't want to discard the search. I had to pay for that. So let's try close call. I can reroll any 1 die. So it says any 1 die. I'm going to reroll my ultimate die. So I got my other shoe there. So there we go. That is all I needed. So that gives me 2 plus 1 is 3 for 1 time. So 1, 2, 3. We're in here with the Gator. Hello, Gator. All right, and so that means now we are going to do our weak attack. So we're going to weak attack. We don't get our feet this time, so we need a... I mean, a single success is fine. It does damage to us. A double success would be better. So we got a single success and a teardrop. 2 teardrops let me... I'm going to save my teardrops. So we're just going to take the single success, which means we do take a hit, but that means the Gator is no mas. So that is done. And that cost us no time. All right, so we are in here. We are in the museum. The museum has the Holy Chalice. Discard during the action phase for 3 health, or discard when your black final health token is revealed. If it is blank, you come back with 1 health. Okay, so this brings me back to life. I mean, it's not bad, right? I can use it to heal and come back to life. So yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and use our search so we don't waste it. Yeah, I need a single success. If I fail, I still get it, and we just have to up our harder twice. So we got a double success. Ooh, double success. So take 2 item cards from the space and choose 1, place the other face up or face down underneath. All right. So I like the Chalice. Chalice let me heal. Or I have the Aspergillum. If you have holy water in your other hand, you may use one of its remaining uses to deal additional damage. Okay, so this is just going to give me +1 damage. This is going to give me healing. Place the other on top, face up, or underneath, face down. I like this. I think I'd rather have the damage now, knowing that I can get this healing item. I'll put the healing item back. Yep, and then that cost me 1 time. So, do we go ahead and just try to do a focus? Maybe. Do I try to focus just to see if I can take it down? Why not? Let's try to focus. So, 2 dice. And both failures. I can re-roll 1, or I can spend my 2 tiers to basically offset the difference. So I'm going to get my free actions back. I guess for 2 I could get the expelled demon, but she's gonna go up that way. I don't know. Is 2 enough? I'm trying to think, is 2 enough, or should I spend my 2 tiers to reroll? Yeah, let's. I can only reroll 1 die though, so it's kind of a risk either way. If I re-roll and get nothing, I mean, worst case scenario, I re-roll and get a tier. No, I'll just lose the 2-time. So I'm gonna just lose the 2-time 1-2 for the focus. All right. So now we buy our actions. So we get all of our free actions back, and I have 2 more. Want to do another search and get my Holy Grail or my Holy Chalice? Because I'm not going to get up there to expel the demon. I'm not near her this turn. Otherwise, I have a sprint, search, guard. I have my 2 walks, so I don't need the sprint. So I guess we do the search again. Yeah, we'll search and we'll get the chalice. So that works. All right, those there. Those there. Now it is her turn. Again, she doesn't move, so doesn't really do anything. She chills out there. But we do have to reveal a terror card. Wrath. The closest victim to you in a space with a malice token is killed. So none of the victims are in spaces with malice tokens. If you're in a space with a malice token, you take 2 damage. Right? Until the next terror card is drawn, use a black die when resolving reaction cards, which is the defense cards. Which is no big deal because I'm not using any. So she is going to come. Oh, she's actually coming towards me. So she's coming towards me. She went the opposite direction I thought she was going to go. That. Now I wish I would have gotten the Expel Demon. And she's attacking, but she can't. She only wants to attack me. So she's not going to attack the victims. And then she is dropping 2 malice tokens in this spot. All right. Yeah. So panic victims. Nobody was killed this turn, so no panic. And we already killed the gator, so don't got to worry about him anymore either. All right. So that might change. I think I'm still going to search. I think I'm still going to search to get my chalice. And then maybe I do go after her. I mean, even if I bring these guys down, or well, I can bring them out here, but that's 1 space away for her too. But it gets them closer to leaving. The question is, because will I need to use the search to succeed? Walk, not necessarily, right? I can almost guarantee I can get my walks because of the walk die. The search, I don't need the short rest and I don't need the focus. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's do the search and see if we can get our chalice. So we got double success again. That is great. So 1, 2. So the Thurible, 1-handed, 1 damage, but I can throw it at a range 1. If used at range 1, I discard it. So basically, it just gives me a throwing item. That's what it gives me. This is not. I don't have to hold this in my hand. This just goes into my backpack. I really feel like I'm going to need the healing. I think that's what happened. Is like she killed me last time. So I think I'd rather have the healing item. We'll do the Holy Chalice. Put you back up on top. I really probably need St. Peter's sword because that does 2 damage. So I really need to get over to the kitchen and pick up a sword. So that's what they call a knife. That's a knife. All right. So, oops, hang on, which cards? I've got my cards mixed up. All right. So that is that. That cost me 1 time. Forgot to reset my time. All right. So now we are going to walk. Walk. And we want at least 2, 1, 2, so we can at least get to them. We can attack and then walk again to get out of there. So we got 1 more tier. We got 1 walk, but to get a success, we'll need to discard 2 cards. So We're going to discard the short rest and the focus. Hang on, where's my attack? Where'd my attack go? Oh, there's my weak attack. I forgot I used it on last turn, so I didn't have an attack. Dang it, I used it on my last turn. So yeah, we just want to get up to get those victims and get them moved out of here. So that is a success now. So we get to move 2 spaces. So we're going to go 1, 2. And then we are going to try to walk again. Try to walk again. So 1 success and a double walk. And a double walk. And a tier. That is a great roll. They're great. All right. So that gives us a total of 3 walk. So we're going to go 1, 2, which rescues both of them. Question is for my 3, do I want to come back here to save a walk later? I mean, I got the walk dice. I don't see why I would need to save a walk. I could go 3, come in here, but and then do the same thing to them. Actually, technically, I could have gone 1, 2, and brought them out too. I think that was better because they were up near her. Yes, we're going to rescue both of them, and then my 3, I'm going to come in here. So we get to roll for each of those. So this is for the first one. It is a 3. So on a 3, I get to pick 1 from group A. So I get to take my time up, which actually I forgot to take down for the 1. So I've been at 4. That puts me back at 5. And then for the second one, a 3 as well. So we're back up to 6. Or I could heal. Let's do 5 and heal. 5 and heal. Let's go ahead and get our health back to 5. All right. So that's it. That is it. That is all she wrote, folks. All right. So, her turn. She's going to attack. There's nobody there to attack. Oh, I messed up when I was here. The malice tokens were there. So I would have needed to roll the black die when I was in here. Yeah, and I don't think it's per, because there's only 1 black die. I think you just have to replace 1. Yeah, so replace 1 of my die. So, I forget what that roll was. So we'll just roll this anyways. It was a success, so either way I would have succeeded. Okay, so we're fine. But yeah, I got to remember when the malice tokens are there, I need to roll that die. Okay, so she can't do anything, so we're just going to do her terror card. You don't belong here. So again, same as we had earlier. If there are no victims on the board, nope. She's going to go after a victim and kill them. So victim, kill them, go up on the track. Oh, and I forgot to do this earlier too. So let's correct that now that I'm seeing that. And then if no victim was killed, it's still going to send up her bloodlust, so it wouldn't have mattered. All right, that wasn't too bad. So do that. Oh, I skipped my entire buying phase. I did that exact same thing in the last game. I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I forget my buying phase. So I get those 2 back. All right, so I have 5. Oh, I kind of want... Oh, that's right. I wanted to go in here and get the sword. Let's rescue them and then get the sword. So, we will need a sprint for 2. 1, 2. We will need a search for 2. 1, 2. And then we have a 1, which would be the malice tokens, but I'm not going to be over there. So I think we'll do a close call for our last one. Yeah. All right. So now it's my turn. I've skipped my buying phase, but now it is my turn. So we're going to get them out of there. And the hope is I can do it during my sprint, because I can bring them there and rescue them and keep going. If I'm not mistaken, I don't have to stop in that to rescue them. Let's see here. Whoops. I think I can do it as a drive-by. I thought I saw somebody do that in a playthrough. Now, whether or not they did it right, no clue. Saving victims. At any point during the action phase, you're in a green exit space, even if you're passing through. Yep, that's what I thought. So I can just drive by, drop off, which will give us our ultimate too. It's definitely doing sprint. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So we are going to sprint. No malice dice this time. So I need 1, 2, 3. So I need a double success or my walkie dice needs to come in and save me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Fatality. So 1, rescue both of them. 2, 3, and it gets us in the kitchen. Boom, boom. So let's roll our die for our rewards. So let's see. What do we get for the first one? A 2, so nothing. On the second one, a 5, so we get both. So I can't heal. So that would have cost me 1 time, so I'll put 1 time back. And then from group B, I could move 1 space, but I don't want to move 1 space. So we'll drop down the horror track again. All right, worked out. Now we're going to search for St. Peter's sword, which almost feels like a waste that I did this earlier, but you know, I didn't know where I was going to go, so it all should work out in the end. I only really need a single success. Got a single success and a tier. I'm at maximum tiers, which gives me +2 dice in a future roll. So I get St. Peter's sword. We are going to swap that, put this one in our backpack, and that is 1 time. All right, so I have focus and a weak attack. I can't get over there to attack him, so can't do that. I could focus to try to get me down to 3 dice. Sure. So let's focus. That is a failure. I got to re-roll. So let's re-roll. Doesn't matter which one I re-roll. That gave me a 5th or 6th teardrop. And still a failure. All right, so complete another failure. So that loses me 2 times, 1, 2. But I can spend time to get me back up. So this time I think I am going to try to go after her. I'm going to get my walks back. So I'll need the expelled demon. I imagine she's either going to, I can make her come towards me, so I can make her go here. The problem is then I get the malice. And in order to remove all malice, I need a 3. I can't get a 3 right now. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I can. Wait a minute. St. Peter's sword. When resolving action cards that perform attacks, the sword may not be used to modify reaction cards. Okay, so when I'm doing an attack, I get to actually use this. Oh, only attacks. This isn't an attack. That's not an attack. Dang it. So I don't get the plus die for that. I get the plus dice if I attack her. So what do I do? I think I'm going after her. Problem is those 2 malice tokens. So I'm trying to figure out how much I would need. So to get rid of those, I would need, I'm getting my 2 walks back, right? What I'm trying to figure out is, do I want to spend my teardrops to get time back? Because I'll get my 2 walks back. So I know I can get over there. I could even do a short walk here. I could do 1, 2 to rescue her. Oops, I forgot. Once I get 6 victims, flip this card over. All right. During upkeep phase, roll a die. Woohoo! For each additional victim saved, we reduce the horror track. So that's not bad. I could rescue her. So I do 1 walk there, right? 1, 2. Rescue that one. Reduce the horror track. Cool. Then I use my other walk to go 1, 2, and again I have my die. The problem is I'd rather do the benediction here. I'd rather do the benediction there, because then I don't lose, because it allows me to move her from that location and adjacent locations. I mean, the black die is not great. I've got the capability to add +2 die, so maybe I don't worry about it. So how much do I need? I want to do the benediction because I want to get rid of that. So it'd be 1, 2, and then I want to expel the demon. So it'd be 3, 4. So I need at least 4 time to buy these cards. I don't need guard, retaliate. Prescience is the ultimate, the signature action for the game. Allows you to look at the terror cards. Okay. I think I can do that. Alright, because I get the weak attack, my rest, my focus. I get all my 0 cards back, and then the search was the only other thing here. So, yeah, I'd have to get rid of both those first, though. Because if I don't get rid of both of these first, then I can't do the attack. Because the way it works is if there's more effects in a particular location, whatever is the most wins. So you can't have both the black and the white die at the same time. So I have to go in there. I have to succeed at both benedictions. And again, this is +2 for the rest of the turn. I think that's good. I think I only need 4. 2, 3, 4. Because I have this 1 extra. So we're going to do that. We're going to get rid of the 1 extra. Puts me up to 4. For my 4, I'm going to get the 2 benediction and 1 expel demon. And then all my freebies. Search back. I thought there's supposed to be 2 search cards. Am I missing a search? Oh, there's the other search. Okay. Okay. So that resets me back to 6. She tries to kill. There's nobody for her to kill. So terror card. Envy. The closest victim to you in a space with malice token is killed. There's no victims with malice tokens. If I'm with it, I take 2 damage. I'm not with it. Until the killer's next phase, use the black die when resolving action cards that perform attacks. Oh, man. So, and she didn't move. She didn't move where I wanted her to. Dang it. And I do need to do an event. So this really foils my plans for attacking her. So, Abbess. All right. Place Abbess in Abbess's office. Okay. During upkeep, move the Abbess 1 space towards the closest normal victim not in the dormitory. Okay, so that's this way. Any normal victims in the Abbess's starting and ending space move 2 spaces towards the dormitory. Oh, so she's coming and scaring them back to their bedrooms. Okay. If Abbess leaves play, discard this card. So she's basically forcing them this way. Once she gets over here, she's going to force them to go back that way. Okay. That wasn't too bad. And 2 malice tokens. 1, 2. That is not what I wanted. I wanted her to go here. Again, I do have my walk. I have my walk dice. So can I still do this? I go 1, 2 to rescue her. And maybe I get a 3, so I go 3. And then I only need a 1 to get in there. Yeah, I can still do it because there's a path right here. So I think I'm still good. I think I'm still good. All right. This one's going much better than the last time I played it last Wednesday. Last Wednesday was no joke. Actually, Monday was no joke. Go back and watch the Monday playthrough. That was no joke. All right. So, oops, these are the wrong ones. These are the ones I want. All right. So we want to move. We want to walk. We're gonna walk. We're gonna walk. Walk this way. Talk this way. All right. So let's walk. We're gonna get her out and get me in there. I only really need 1. I really only need 1 success because that'll get her out, and then 1 success on the next walk. Because again, I have my extra die. Well, that is the worst possible outcome. Yeah. That is the worst possible outcome. So we're going to spend 2. Oh, that's... I'd only get 1 movement. All right, so I got 2. I'm going to spin those 2 to reroll 1, which gives me 1 success. That's good enough, at least, to move 1 with her. All right, and that cost me 1 time. All right, so now I'm like, oh, we no problem. We have no problem walking. We just stumbled over our own feet. That's the theme coming through. All right, I'm going to, because again, it's for the rest of the turn. I should have done this earlier at the beginning of the turn. I didn't. I'm going to spend all 5 to get my other 2 dice. All right, so that is the second worst possible roll I could have, because that's going to require me to discard. Luckily, I've got 2 that I can discard. It's just going to make it harder later. Like in my walk dice, didn't even... I'm only going to be able to rescue her. My whole plan was to move. My whole plan was to move and to get rid of the malice. And I can't even move 2. I mean, I can. If I get rid of the weak attack and get rid of the expelled demon, then I could still do the benediction from here to get rid of those 2. Is that what I do? Get rid of 4 so I can move twice. Get rid of that. And she's going to come in and visit me. Means I definitely need to buy a retaliate or something like that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get rid of all 4 of those for 2 successes. So that gives me 1. Drop her off 2, which reduces this by 1. And then we're going to do the first benediction. So we get 4 dice because of my tier dice. And we need 3 stars removes all, which means we don't necessarily need this other benediction. So that's 1 success. And I don't have enough cards to discard to do those, but that's 1 success. Remove a malice token from either your space or an adjacent space. So we'll do adjacent space. And then we will do the same thing again. Wow. Complete failure. Holy cow. Complete failure. We add a malice token to our space. Good thing that was the end of my turn. That was horrible. The dice were on my side earlier. The dice have turned against me. I must be getting scared. I'm tripping over my own feet trying to walk. I got a walk die. How can you not walk when you have a walk die? Oh man. Now the only thing I got left is expelled demon. So let me double check that was the right amount of actions. I did 1 walk. I got rid of 4 cards to do the other walk, right? Yeah. So that's another time. So we have 4. All right. Retaliate. If I just straight retaliate, but then if she's in my square, I mean, it would be best if I could expel the demon. So maybe instead we do guard and expel demon. Now it says for the rest of the turn. So my turn isn't over, right? Because it's phases. So the turn is all the way on. So I actually still get the 2 extra dice on the guard. So that actually could come in handy. Yeah. All right. Oh, and I get my freebies back. Focus freebie. Nothing else was a freebie. So I've got 3 cards. Let's see what we can do with that. All right. She's not going to do anything because she's just chilling there. Tarot card. Oh, hang on. During the upkeep. Okay, we haven't gotten there yet. I gotta remember her. Oh, blasphemy. You cannot resolve expel demon action cards. Oh. You can't make this up. You can't make it up, man. Oh, that is horrible. And she has 2 more hit points. Oh, I can't make that up. Right when I get the Expel Demon card, she pulls the 1 dark power that makes it so I can't do it. All right, well, that was that. So Abbess is going to move there. And then it's in her location, right? Starting and ending space. Yeah, so it's there was nobody in her starting, there's nobody in her ending. Okay, so back to me. So I can't even do the Expel Demon. The guard card does me no good. So the most I can do is focus. Yeah, so the only thing I do is focus. So focus with 2 dice. Oh no, 1 die, 1 regular die, and the bad die. So I got a success, yay, and I got a tear, yay. All right, so 1 success. This goes down. That did cost us 1 time, but yay, we can now have 3 dice for normal rolls. All right, so my buy action this time is going to be a lot of stuff. So 1, I get that back. Benedictions, short rest, walk, Expel Demon, and walk. All right, so getting the Expel Demon is going to do me no good, right? Because I can't do that. So I really need to attack her. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7. Because yeah, I need to at least do 2 damage to get rid of that. My sword does 2 damage as long as I hit. This is in here, so I do want to do the benediction. So that's 1. And I have 4 left. I have my weak attack, but should I go ahead and if she's going to come... Again, I don't even know if she's going to come in my location. I might have to go after her. If I succeed the benediction, I can get rid of both of these. So I can actually go into her location, no problem. So, do I Furious Strike just to get some extra damage on the table? I'm at the 3 dice mark. I think that's what we do. Let's Furious Strike. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's see what she does. Again, she doesn't do anything because nobody's there. So, tarot card. The demon is a liar. Don't listen. If there are no victims on the board, nope. Move all victims 1 space closer to her. So both of these go a key. And this is, in terms of gameplay, she's considered a victim. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it really doesn't matter which way I send her. All right. All right, and then she wants to go after a victim, so she's going to move 1 towards the victims. You went the wrong direction, lady. And then she would kill 2 of them. She's not close enough. And leave my little goat alone. Or my cow. I don't know if it's a goat or a cow. Leave it alone. It's mine. All right. So, how many rounds do we got left? Man, I got only 4 rounds left. 4 turns left. Yeah, I have to do that Expel Demon. I mean, right now she's gonna die. Like, it's a guaranteed death or guaranteed loss right now. This game is though going better, because the last game I played, what happened was she walked like once. She got this card, I think, and she walked right in the zone with 2 of them. There was like 2 deaths like right at the beginning. Malice tokens everywhere. All right, so now I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have to move here. I'm just going to have to move here and get rid of both of them. Yeah. So let's walk. All right, we do get 3 dice now, plus this one. So we got 1 success and 1 extra walk. So 1 success, that'll move us 2 spots. 1, 2, we'll move us in. Oh, hang on. Dang it. Thank you. All right, so same thing as what it was, the other one was. All right, so we got 2 walk. I gotta remember, I gotta use that stupid thing. All right, so that gives us our 2, 1, 2, which is fine. All right, then we are going to do our, that costs us 1 time. We're gonna do our benediction. All right, which again is basically this exact same. Whoa, come back here. That's the only problem with this hourglass. They made it completely round instead of like one side being flat. I guess I could sand that down and repaint it. It doesn't move too much. I haven't had too much trouble. All right, so there's no way I'm going to get a triple. I mean, that's just not going to happen. But I want to make sure that my attacks have the best chance possible, and I can use my white die. So the only way to do that is to get rid of both them and get a triple success. While I'm rolling a black die. I have 2 tiers, which will allow me to re-roll 1 die. Oh, during upkeep. Oh, I'm sorry. During upkeep. How many rounds have I been in my ultimate? During upkeep, I should have rolled a die. So it really doesn't matter. I mean, we're still in the same zone. But I forgot to do that. Yeah, I get 1 reroll. So that's 1 success, 2 success. I want the 3rd success. So I am going to discard 2 cards. So nope, not going to discard you. I'll discard my short rest and my focus because I don't need those. So that is 3 successes. 3 successes means I get rid of all of them. No time to do that. Hang on, it's all in mine and adjacent. Ooh, so that's this one, this one, this one, and that one. Yeah! Yeah, buddy! Who's laughing now, Ursula? Alright, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Alright, so now we need to attack and get rid of that first. So I think we're just going to do our weak attack first. So we're going to just do our weak attack. We don't need to worry with that anymore. We do get our white die in place of one of our normal die. So we're still at 3 dice though. That is a double success and a teardrop. So double success, we do 1 damage. Oh no, hang on, we do 1, 2, 3 damage. So 1, 2, 3 damage. Blasphemy goes away. Now we can expel the demon. Alright, expel the demon. Oh, hang on. No time. I gotta keep double checking my time. Alright. Unfortunately, we don't get this because this is not an attack action. So we just have our 3 regular dice. That is a complete and utter failure. So that is 3 tiers. 1, 2, 3. A complete and utter failure. I do still save her, expel the demon. I do lose a hit point. The hard track goes up by 1, and I lose 2 time. I can spend 2 teardrops. I can spend 4 teardrops to reroll any or all die. I'd rather get the double. I'd rather get the 3 stars, or at least, because I can discard some cards. I'd rather get something other than this. So we're going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reroll all dice. So we can have a double success. Double success at least doesn't make us do anything else. Well, now we can get a single success. Yeah, we can get a single success because I don't want to get rid of Furious Strike because I actually want to do that. So we'll do a single success. Single success is we add 1. We do get a benefit. Either choose to lose a hit point or horror. We'll go ahead and do the horror. Oh no, I think I have to start at the top of the track. Let me double check that. Yeah, the topmost empty space. Yeah, okay. So the first one's going to give me take an action card up to 3 on the first one. All right, so let's go ahead and do that first. So I can take an action card that costs up to 3. So distraction, improvise. Could do my pre-science. I don't know me looking at the terror card. Look at the remaining terror cards. I can discard 1, reshuffle the deck. So basically, I can shrink the round by 1. Look at the remaining tarot cards, choose one, reshuffle the others, and place the one you chose on top. Look at the remaining tarot cards, reshuffle the deck. Probably should have spent all 5 and just gotten my +2 dice. Probably would have been a better plan. But that's not what I did. Let's do improvise. Since we're going to do an attack, we'll do the improvise. And I think I'm going to go ahead and let the horror track go up 1. Yeah. And then that was, and then 1 time. Okay. So that was an expel demon. Yeah. All right. So for our final action, we're going to improvise first. So we still get 3 dice. We have failed, so that is not what we wanted to happen. I'll get 1 tier. No, I get 2 tiers. And then we'll spend all 4 of them to re-roll all the dice. You gotta be kidding me. That's worse than the first time. So yeah, we failed. So we lost our 3 dice, and we lost time. So our improvise let us down. So here we go. Furious Strike with our St. Peter's Sword. All right. Let's see here. I just need 1 success so I can do 2 damage. Because I don't think the weapon damage still occurs if I fail. I believe I don't know if it's the same as the ultimate weapons. Unless otherwise indicated, weapons modify attacks made with action cards when you resolve an action and inflict 1 or more damage. So I have to get at least 1 success. You gotta be kidding me. I got 0 successes. And I have no way to mitigate it. Oh, I have no way to mitigate it. I should have gotten I should have taken the close call. Honestly, I should have done the +2 dice on the 5 a couple turns ago. That hurts. Because yeah, that was the 1 tier. 1 tier. 1 tier just gives me 1 time. If I wouldn't have lost this earlier, if I would have chosen to take a hit instead of this, I'd have 1 more die to roll. Hindsight is 20/20, as they say. Dang it. Oh, St. Peter's Sword, you let me down. All right, so I lose that. This goes up 1. Do I, hang on. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're going to go ahead and roll. We're rolling the desperation die. There we go. That's our success. There we go. Desperation die comes in. 1 success. So that is 3 more damage. I'm kind of banking on that one there being a heart. Reduce this again. Immediately end my turn, which is fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. All right. So. Oh, dang it. I had 2 cards. I had 2 cards I could have discarded. I didn't, though. Yeah, so if I would have discarded that, I could discard that for the double discard. So actually, that would have been a double success. Again, it's still going to end my turn, but it does 1 more damage. So, there we go. All right, buying phase. The only thing I get is a focus. And 3 Let's spend that 1 tier to make it 4. So I can get a retaliate. Now, unfortunately, with my retaliate, St. Peter's Sword is not going to help me. That die goes away. That die is going away. All right, so she is going to attack me. For 2. So I'm going to retaliate. St. Peter is not helping me out this time. Yeah, may not be used to modify reaction cards, which is that one. All right. And get a tier. And don't have 2 cards to discard, so that is a failure. So I did no damage back to her. I spent all my time with 1 card that didn't do me any good. And to take 2 damage. All right, that was a great turn. Oh, hang on. Oh, I forgot. I'm in the green. I'm in the green. I get 1 more die. One more die. Come on. 2 tiers. Get rid of the 2 tiers. I can re-roll 1 die. That's still into it. Jeez, that was like just no way. That's just not possible. Oh man. All right, well. So yeah, that still happened. So that's 2 damage. Okay. So yeah, I'm at 3 hit points now. Yeah. Tarot card. So this is not going to be fun. So she's going to attack me again for 2. Now she wants to target a victim and stabby, which sends up her bloodlust, gets me out of the 3. Then she wants to come back after me again. So she was like, I'm going to stab you. And made me start like, yeah, I can't chase after her. Then she goes, stabs that person. She comes back. Now the panic doesn't happen because she left the space that they were in. So that person's no longer panicking because she left. They're like, oh, I'm safe. I can stay here. All right, upkeep phase. We're not revealing the finale. I do need to roll for my ultimate though. So hopefully I can reduce it at least 1, which is a 3 through 5. You gotta be kidding me. The dice don't love me anymore. Dice loved me at the beginning of the game, gave me false hope they were gonna lie. And then she should move towards them. All right. Oh, the only thing I can do is focus. It's the only card I have. Yeah, it's the only card I have. So I guess we will try to focus. Let me get 2 dice for this. So 1 success. 1 success, so we do reduce it by 1, puts us back in 3. We do lose 1 time. Oh, this should still be there because it's still part of that turn. I don't know when you discard your defense cards. I'm guessing it was part of that last turn, right? Because defense is still in that turn, so it goes in this pile. I think. Somebody let me know in the comments if that's wrong. I don't know. All right, so 5. So she's gonna swing at me again. I don't have the hit points to do that. Now I can discard during the action phase. I can discard now to get my 3 because I'm still in my action phase. I haven't bought anything yet. So I'm going to discard this to get 3 health back. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Now she's gonna swing at me. I got 5. I'm getting all my stuff back. So Furious Strike comes back. Improvise. I get my walk. Spell Demon. I think the problem right now is I'm kind of, again, relying on that 1 token having a heart on it. And her token not having an entire card on it. So. I can take the 2 damage. So I don't have to guard. I could retaliate, which could kill her, but then I think I need to do one more Expel Demon. So we're going to do that for 2. We have 3 left. I have attack, so I technically can kill her because I have my sword. My sword gives me 2, so I can technically kill her after I try to expel the demon. Do I get a close call? What do I get with the 3? I guess let's do that. Let's do the close call and the guard just in case. Just in case she attacks me twice. So the close call and the guard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Get you back to 6. All right. So it is her turn. She is going to attack me for 2. Question, do I take that 2 or do I go ahead and guard now? I don't know what the horror card's going to be. I bought it. Let's go ahead and use it. We're going to use the horror card. I get 3 dice because we are in the good zone. So she's attacking for 2. I blocked with 1 star, so I reduce it by 2. We're good. All right. And then tarot card. Your mother is in hell. She is wanting up, so this goes up 1. Yay. So I lost my 3 dice. She's going to want to attack me, so she attacks me for 2. I don't have anything to block, so I do take the 2 damage that time. See, that was good. It was good that I got the guard. All right, so the guard action goes down here. Panic phase, there's no panic. Upkeep phase, I do get to roll. Maybe I can get this to go back down. 6. Woo, that makes it go down. 3. 1, 2, 3. So we get +1 time. Yeah. That is great. All right. I think we're in business. Expel Demon. Expel the demon. And again, I've got cards I can discard. So we are hopefully in business. So we got 1 success, 2 success, and a teardrop. I can't reroll. Well, no, I can't reroll. Reroll. Close call. I want this one. Close call. So we're going to take your successes. Discard 2 cards. Yes, we are. We're going to discard the short rest and the focus. So that is 3 successes. That's what we needed. Get to do 2 more. So understanding, reveal the top tarot card, then return it to the top or the bottom of the deck. Serpents are the symbol of Satan. A serpent appears. You may play action cards that inflict damage if you wish. Then if the serpent is still alive, you take damage equal to her attack value, -1. If you take any damage, I don't think it matters because I should kill her on this turn. Take any damage, increase blood rust, and then the serpent disappears. So it comes in, it snaps at me, and it runs away. I'm fine with that, I guess. I don't know what the other card is, so I'm fine with that. All right, and then we get to do a second one here. Council, take any top item. Ooh, padlock. What's this do? The donkey may move with you. While moving with the donkey, roll a die. 1 through 3, move 1 less space. 4 through 6, move an extra space. Once per action phase, while the same space with the donkey, which I am, and an enemy. Ooh, I think this is an achievement. I think this is an achievement to have the donkey kill her. So once per action phase, while in a space with the donkey and an enemy, roll a die. On a 5 or 6, the enemy is dealt 2 damage. So yeah, we're gonna do that first, just because we can. See if the donkey can kill her. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. The donkey, it honestly, it should be the holy donkey. It should be allowed to roll the white holy die. So roll a die. We need a 5 or a 6. Oh, it's a 3. Donkey, you let me down. Just like Shrek said, donkey, you let me down. All right, I was hoping that would have been a fun end. All right, so we're gonna do the weak attack. So we do get to use our fancy schmancy dice. All right. So we have 1 success, which is enough to do 3 damage. And we only need 2. So I'm not going to discard any cards because there's no point. So we do 3 damage. So let's see here. And she retaliates, so I do take 1 damage. So 1, 2. Ha-ha! No hearts. All right. Now, this is the true test. Did I win the game? That's not good. That's not good. Oh, we still lost the game. Oh, I still lost the game. That's crazy. All right. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and do my second first impressions, I guess, on this one. Because, yeah, you didn't get my first impressions last time because that stream didn't work. So, yeah, that was fun. That went much better than last time. I can't say that I technically played any better this time because, again, and this is one thing I mentioned about the mechanics, right, is the game is random. Like, the dice were loving me at the beginning and the dice were hating me at the end. It's just the nature of the beast. The terror cards, you never know what's going to happen. The event cards, you never know what's going to happen. But again, all of that is very thematic in the way that it works. So, components, again, I like the components. I mentioned it in my last video. You can go watch that first impressions too to get more rambling. But I like all the components. Components are great. The only thing I kind of mentioned, and I don't remember if I mentioned it the other video at the end, but mentioned during the playthrough, is I like the chunky dice because it's fun to have big chunky dice. But big chunky dice do make it hard to get a good, like, randomness in a hand, right? And so, like, somebody else mentioned, like, a dice tower. I think Dave in chat. I'm like, but I don't want to have to use a dice tower to play a game. Otherwise, everything else is great. Again, I'll say this again. I'll probably say it a couple more times. I do, and I don't know, the Season 4 Kickstarter's still going on. Again, we did get Ursula revealed as our vignette. Or no, as a special character or the vignette? Special character. Vignette's the pod people, the plant-eating pod people. But I wish they would, even if it was an add-on, I would buy it, is a set of the meeples, or set of miniatures the size of the, like, extras whenever you have, like, extra minions and stuff, the tinier ones, because they're the exact same size as the meeples. I would much rather have those than meeples, because that kind of goes into that theme, right? Seeing these around the board, I'm perfectly fine playing with them. I'm doing it, but I can see how the minis would add more thematicness to it, and it would make it that much better for me. So that's the one component is on my wish list, is mini minis of the victims, right? And they could just be generic, don't even need to be special. I saw some online and I wasn't really impressed with the sculpts, and I know that Van Ryder would be able to do a much better job with the sculpts. Next, the mechanics. The mechanics in this one, because I already talked the mechanics of the game on my last first impressions, is the divine blessings, right, that we need to do with the demon, and the benediction and the malice tokens. So they're both fun and hard at the same time, right? Those malice tokens, it makes you have this die. And again, that die could cause you damage or cause you to fail more often. I don't know how I succeeded each time I rolled this die because there's only one success. This was the only dice that was treating me nice today when all the other dice were treating me bad. But I like that mechanic. I like that you can do that. And then the ability that you get rid of them, it's not just like, oh, you get rid of one. No, you actually can get rid of multiple in your area and next to yours. So that's another strategy, right? Get rid of them in the room next to it. That way you don't have to roll, like I was having to, roll the black die to actually get rid of them. Expel Demon is neat. Again, I guess I probably, hindsight, I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should have bought a second Expel Demon and then done a second action of that to maybe get a better chance to add some more of the hearts to the card. My heart was a double heart. And then the next heart I would have grabbed was a blank. Next heart I would have grabbed, because I'm just grabbing them in the order, was a triple heart. So I would have technically needed to do 2 more Expel Demons to win the game. And that's kind of cool too, right? That particular mechanic of her needing to actually be alive after you're done killing her in order to actually win the game is very thematic. It kind of adds to that to that theme, right? And makes it more fun. All the rest of the mechanics, right? The way the terror deck works, the way that the event cards work, they're all on theme, they're all on par. They all give something different and more of a variety. There are different things that can give you that white dice. I remember in my last playthrough, there was, I think, a piece of armor. So you could use the white die when you were doing, I don't remember if it was just defense or just any check. I don't know if it was just reaction or any check. But again, all that's good stuff. I like everything about this particular setup, right? I don't have any problem with the mechanics in it. Difficulty, the game as a whole is considered a more difficult game. I think it's between 3.5 and 4, depending on which scenario you play on. This one, again, it's not that this is difficult. It's no more difficult than most of the games. It's just there's a lot to remember. And I think that's key with any of the different feature films, is there's just a lot to remember. This one's less so, right? This is it. This is the rules. It's two pages. So it's much easier to play this one, which is why I was excited to play it last Wednesday as my first one, because I'm like, there's less rules I need to remember. It's not 0 rules. That's the first guy, right? I think the very first guy. But I don't find this one anywhere near as difficult as like felt more difficult than this one did. Fun at solo, because again, not fun at 2. Yeah, it's fun solo. It's a solo game. It's a great game. It will probably be on my list next year as top games, depending how much more of this I get to play. And again, whether or not I play anymore depends on people leaving me comments and saying, hey, we want to see more content. Because again, I have it all back there, 1, 2, and 3. 4 I've got on order now, and I'd love to play it again. Now, what I want to do is go through the actual scenarios, play the scenarios in the book, make it more like a campaign game. So if that's something that interests you, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments you'd like to see that. Last is a theme. It's dripping with theme. I've mentioned theme like 4 times already. I don't think I need to tell you. This is a very thematic game. It feels like you are doing what you're doing. The entire time you're playing. The different mechanics that they've added into the game help enhance that theme as well. So theme is okay with me. Guess that's it. That is my first or my second or technically my second impressions on this. First impressions to you guys, because you didn't get to watch the first impressions. But either way, guys, make sure you subscribe, bell notification, all that YouTube stuff. Until next time, peace.